Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chris Avalon here, coming at you loud, live, and in color. Let's talk about the latest music video from Madonna featuring Maluma. It's called Medellin. She dropped the single last week. Today, just a few minutes ago, she actually released the video. Just did the world premiere as well as a Q&A on MTV. Just got finished watching that. The video in itself, I mean, not the video. The interview within itself was a little awkward. There were certain things that she was saying, like, it felt a little uncomfortable. And then the whole issue with, I don't know, when y'all see it, let me know what y'all thought of it, because quite frankly, I caught the last, what was it, like the last 10 minutes of the interview, so I didn't get to see the whole thing. But from what I saw, and I'm gonna go back and watch it from the beginning when it's uploaded on social media, but the video that I saw, I was not that excited about what I was watching. I thought the interview was a little messy, a little all over the place. There were times where I felt like, okay, Madonna was trying to be, I don't know, there were just certain things about the interview. One thing I don't like is when people try to sound a little condescending or act like they're smarter than you in interviews. And there were certain parts where I felt like, I was like, okay, did you understand what I was saying? Like, girl, we're not slow. But other than that, it was great to see her. Looking forward to the MadameX album and all the whole era that's about to come up, because I am a fan. Well, if you don't know, and if you're just tuning in, yes, I'm a hardcore Madonna fan. First Madonna album I ever bought was Bedtime Stories, because then I was old enough to actually get my own money and go out and buy an album. And that was like the first Madonna album I ever bought. So with that being said, let's talk about the video. So overall, I loved the video. I thought it was great. It was great to see her in form. Physically, she looked amazing. And I did take notes because I watched it one time on MTV streaming, and then I watched it again on YouTube, because as soon as they finished uploading the video, as soon as the online streaming video, Jesus, I can't even talk. As soon as they uploaded they did the whole interview, Q&A, all the other stuff, then literally 2 minutes later, the Madonna video uploaded to YouTube. So then I watched it again, and now I had to take that time. I decided, let me take some notes, so that way anything I might have missed, so that way I could bring as much as possible to this interview, or this review, not interview, but same shit, different toilet. Anyway, so without further ado, here's my thoughts. So the prayer in the beginning that she does, where it opens basically with her on her knees, look like she's in a confessional, which kind of reminded me of the whole MDNA era, like the opening of the MDNA tour, which I actually loved, by the way. That tour was very dark. It was very much about darkness of the world and bring us into the light, which is kind of, I think, the overall theme of MadameX is. I'm gonna try to dig a little more into my thoughts about the whole MadameX and what I think she's trying to convey in the visuals for the video, and the theme of Medellin and all other stuff, and the whole, even her whole costume choices. So I like the video. I mean, the opening with the prayer, where she was talking about her losing faith in humanity and thank God for nature and her horses and all that thing, because horses are pure, and that's what I was getting from that. Like, her choice of putting horses in the video and stuff is supposed to be about purity. Her losing faith in humanity and saying thank God for nature. Nature is something that people destroy, but it will find its way to kind of come back and recreate itself. So I was thinking that that's what she was getting at in regards of that. So I did like that idea of putting that in there. And then saying, like, you know what? As MadameX being the instructor, I'm coming here to, the superhero, I'm coming to save humanity from themselves. So that's basically what I was getting from her talking about that. And then, of course, when she enters, she enters the room as a dance instructor, which she said that was going to be one of the people that she portrays. The dance instructor idea, which she had on the eye patch, the black wig, the white button-down shirt with the tie, and the pencil skirt looking like a cross between, Dita the Dominatrix from the erotica era meets, a regular Spanish dance instructor, which in so many ways, I believe that, dance instructors, in my opinion, are no different than dominatrices, because they command a room. They're very much about whipping people into shape in regards of, choreography and physicality and all that stuff. So in a way, teachers are dominatrixes, especially dance teachers, because they're, you have to be very disciplined, and it's all about, you're putting abuse on your body and a bunch of other stuff. So then, of course, Maluma enters the dance studio with a bunch of dancers, and they get to the dancing and all other stuff. And the dancing I thought was very simple but effective, which is what I like. I didn't want no crazy type of choreography, and with a song as relaxed and laid back and as chill as Medellin is, it didn't need any kind of complex choreography. So I like that it was simple, that it was all in the hips and the legs and like moving the arms back and forth, but it was more or less about core and lower body movement than anything too crazy. What else? Okay, so then Madonna sucking on Maluma's toes. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I was like, girl, I was jealous because, while I'm not necessarily a feet person, if you cute enough, you got some cute feet. Depending on like how we get down in the bedroom, I just might put my toes, your toes in my mouth, something or another. I want to get too much into my own sexual preferences, but I was saying that, bitch, I was jealous because like you doing kind of provocative things, and it's like, at 60, I'm living for it because I know like a lot of people still have a problem with Madonna being of a certain age, still being provocative, still being sexy, hooking up with a young man, when last time I checked, Mick Jagger did a video tomorrow with a 25-year-old and was doing them same things, or the lead singer from Aerosmith, Steven Tyler, or anybody, any male of a certain age, people would have a problem with that. And the fact that Madonna is still out here dipping it and doing it at 60 and still being provocative and not giving a shit, I'm living for it. So the smoking and all this. Okay, now with the fashions. Now that eye patch, I am not liking it on her. I'm not liking the grills either. But I realize that, this is not the first time Madonna has done, has rocked an eye patch. Back in 2010, she did a photo shoot with Merton Marcus where she wore an eye patch. It looked good back then when she did that. I guess depending on like the overall look of it, but I feel like the cowboy hat and the veil and the eye patch and the grills, like it's just, you've thrown everything in the kitchen sink onto your body, and it's like, it's too much. Like, to me, I felt like she over accessorized, in my opinion. So edit. That's what I basically wanted visually from the fashions. I wanted her to edit a little bit, not to rock too much. I did live for the fact that when she got on the big dining room table where all the dancers were sitting around like it was like Jesus' Last Supper, and you had Maluma looking like a little Colombian Jesus at the end of the end of the table, and she gets on there with the wedding dress on, and she puts the dress over one of the dancers' face like he was eating her out, and then like it's just the naughtiness of it reminding me of back when she first performed on MTV in the wedding dress doing like a virgin. So it's like taking it back to the past in a way, paying homage to the past but giving a 2019 spin on it. So I love that about that you know what, in this day and age, Madonna's still being provocative, and I'm living for it. I have no issue with her, still dipping it and doing it at her age. Now, in regards to some scenes, there were some dipping it and doing it scenes where I do not believe that was Madonna. Like the part where the guy was on the horse, I do not believe that was Maluma. In the scene where they were in the little, I don't know what it was called, but it was like the dirt and the horse and the guy that was dressed like Zorro in all black that was on top of the horse. I don't believe that was Maluma, number one. And number two, I do not believe that was Madonna dancing around that horse and rolling around on the floor the way she was. Because there were certain parts of the choreography where I could see like it was simple, but Madonna is not out here dropping it like it's hot like she used to. Now, when you've watched her on tour, maybe prove me wrong, when the tour comes up, we'll see how physical she's going to be able to get with the dancing. But I've noticed that as she has approached 60, the choreography has, and the physicality, the amount of physicalness that she puts into her performances has kind of taken a back seat, and makes sense because the older you get, the more toll you're going to take on your body. Now, she is in amazing shape and she does dip it and do it, but at 60, nobody's going to be dipping it and doing it like they was back when they was 25. Now, I will say this, back when Madonna was in her 50s, in a lot of the previous tours, there was a lot of physicality that was in there. The MDNA tour, a lot of physical movement that I was like, girl, I don't know how you do it. With that one, it's Confessions tour, like all of that, all those tours, she was definitely out here giving it like J-Lo was giving it at her age at 49. But like I said, as you approach 60, you don't want to take that much, I don't know how much emphasis you want to put on your body before you start, a lot of wear and tear starts coming in. So, yeah, like the whole fu attitude with her, like I already talked about the like a virgin thing. Yeah, so that part with the horses, I don't think that was her that was rolling on the floor and dancing around the horse. I also don't believe at the end of the video that that was her and Maluma on the horses riding as fast as they were. Now I know she rides horses and all other stuff, but I think for the video, I don't think that was her based off of the shots that they were doing. Like there were far away shots, very wide shots over, like there were bird's eye view shots. So a lot of the shots in that end, I don't feel like that was her. And Maluma on there probably could have been an insurance thing for the music video, but she does ride horses in her real life. But I guess for insurance sake, I don't think that was her. I don't know. If it was her, let me know. I would like to hear from her or any of the fans who may have some insight on that, but I don't think that was her. Overall, I will say that I will give the video, out of 5, I give it a 4.5. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I love the video. It was great to see Madonna out here. Wasn't really caring for, like I said, with the fashions and all the other stuff. They felt like she was wearing way too much going on in there. But I like the overallness. I'm just really excited for this era, the MadameX era. I'm looking forward to hearing this album. I'm looking forward to hearing what exactly it is that she is going to be giving us in regards of the music, the clothes, the tour. I'm just looking forward to the whole package. So I'm excited. I really am. Based off of, okay, so I guess that's pretty much it because there really wasn't a lot going on there was a lot going on, but it's really not much for me to break down and talk about in regards of the video. But if there was anything that you liked or anything you thought I missed or anything you kind of picked up from the video and all that good stuff, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Definitely looking forward to hearing to all the big hardcore Madonna fans and what they thought of the video, all that good stuff. Follow me, like I said. Subscribe, Chris Avalon, and love you all for watching. Thank you all for actually taking the time to watch this whole video. Love you all for watching. Bye.